Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot, my beat up box here. It's a 1979 deck. I got it in the mid 90s, but still, it's not a new deck, so I doubt you'll find it. But if you find it and you want it, there you go. You might. I think you'll probably find a bunch of stuff inspired by it, though. I want to say Vicky Verley, the rock and roll prophetess. Is her rock and roll deck there? Is her... I don't know. If you look at her deck, if you see her use it, you might notice that I think this is... I could be wrong. I don't know. If you watch her, you'll see. Supportive Oracle cards. You Are Clairvoyant Oracle cards by Belinda Grace. Illustrations by Elaine Marzin. There's a website for this one. It is rockpoolpublishing.com.au. Hopefully it's focusing. There you go. So just freeze frame there if you want that information. What do we got for Gemini? Okay. I'm not even going to fight it. You got stacks of cards coming out. I'm like, not even going to fight. I was trying to peel them apart, but they just wouldn't. They just wouldn't. You got that card there, which... Okay. This one card, face down, we'll find out what that is later. Is this good? I don't even know. You got like a couple levels going on at once. Starting off, you got the Ten of Wands with the Moon card. It feels like you're very stressed to not get caught up in some type of like I'm like, if you're familiar with the tilt-a-whirl at the fair, or like it's like, you know, the teacups at Disney World. Like, I feel like I'm just going in circles. Like, I'm going in circles and circles. Like, there's something going in circles, going in a circle, going in a circle. Like, it's just... I don't want to get caught up in, like, the confusion. And I'm like, I know there's possibilities here, but I feel like things keep changing, and there's, like, new avenues constantly. There's new avenues constantly, and it's like... I don't know if I'm going to make the best decision because new information keeps coming at me. And it's like, well, I thought that was right. And not that that's bad, but like there's something over here might be better. But now that I'm going this way, wait a minute, what's going on over there? All right, okay, what's going... Okay, wait, huh? Like, and it's like, it just keeps like, there's so much. And you can keep track of it, but it's kind of like, there's so many moving pieces here. And it's kind of like what to choose. It's what to choose. This is like Gemini's kryptonite in the sense of like paralysis by analysis is what I want to say. Like when you get so flustered with like possibilities and you keep searching out information and looking for new information and figuring out new angles and finding out what's this about, where's that going, what else can you do with this, you can go down a deep, deep rabbit hole where you just keep gathering information. But if you don't apply this information, it's kind of like spending your afternoon doing a crossword puzzle. As long as you're enjoying it and you're okay with that being your outcome, you're fine. But if you wanted if you wanted something to be there tomorrow, instead of just like look at all the books that I finished, you know what I mean? Like, I like playing video games and stuff, but like you can't do that stuff and expect tomorrow to look back and like look at everything I accomplished. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's fun for the moment, but if you don't create something with the information you gain, it's kind of like I had all these possibilities, but I didn't make anything happen with it. And there's a lot flying at you here. There's a lot. And I feel like I'm getting really addicted to it. Like, it's kind of exciting, kind of figuring out what else could happen, what else is going on over here, what else is going on over there. It's addictive. I'm getting that devil card with the Hierophant. Like, I need to know more. I want to know more. I think there's new possibilities. What else is going here? What else is going there? I always want more information. I want new information. The more information I get, the happier I am, because I'm like, what else could there be? What else could I do? What other possibilities could be here? But that's the trick. If we just keep searching out possibilities but don't act on something, you may know a lot, and you're very smart, but unless you do something with it, you know what I mean? I mean, you got the... See, they're giving the intellectual cards as a warning. I don't think your intelligence is in question. You know how smart you are. I feel like most Geminis, it seems like they know how smart they are. At least that's my interpretation. It may be you might be a little bit more quiet about it or don't expect everybody to see it, but you know how smart you are. But they're saying if you get caught up in your intellect, this is what you're blocking. You're blocking the Nine of Cups. You're blocking satisfaction. You're not going to get satisfaction just by constantly going over possibilities. You got to take that information you get and not get stuck with it, because it's like you got two choices. Either you take this intellect and you get stuck and you keep thinking of more possibilities, or you shock yourself, probably shock the people around you. You move forward with something and get that actual satisfaction. We got to take this information and move it forward. Because what I'm getting is you're dealing with somebody or somebody's, maybe some people, maybe more than one somebody. I'm not using that word right, I know. That's very ambivalent and very slow. Temporary choices, very slow. The Five of Pentacles, my first thought was poor me attitude. Like, whatever you're dealing with, just makes short-term choices, doesn't go very far with them, goes very slow about that, and just seems to always act like they're behind the 8-ball. This energy, ironically, even though it gives a lot of information, is not very good for you. This is kind of like, this is that stuck in a rut energy. This is not for you. This is not helpful for you. Just short-term progress, going very slow. Doesn't seem like, I feel like this is somebody who walks into a house and then cleans up, like, says, I'm going to clean up the kitchen, and then opens up, like, the one of the drawers, like the junk drawer, like, takes half of the stuff out to start organizing it, then walks off to another room and goes, oh, the dogs, oh, hey, the dogs, let me give the dog a bath. Then starts getting the dog all wet and shampoos the dog all up, and then walks away and goes, oh, look, there's stuff outside. Oh, yeah, I forgot about these leaves. Let me get rid of these leaves. Okay, and then starts doing that. And then like starts to get like half of a pile together, and then walks away from that and goes, oh, yeah, I wanted to go for that walk. I think I'll go for that walk now. And they just keep walking away. They make these short-term decisions, and they actually leave more problems in their wake than help. Like the drawer strewn all over the counter, instead of, like, it's half the drawers all over the place. Now somebody has to clean that up. The dog with all the shampoo over them that never got cleaned up. Now somebody has to clean that up. The leaves that got halfway done, so it looks weird. And then just walking away and taking a walk and just kind of like come on, like this energy. That's what I feel from this energy. It's just it makes short-term decisions, doesn't really follow through on things, and it's just very slow about what they do. But then acts like, oh, you know, everybody's always mad at me. Nobody gives me a chance. Nobody gives me credit. I'm just going to step away from that one, because I feel like that's obvious. Like, why would we give you credit when you don't finish anything? You just make messes. But you make messes. Whatever. I don't even know with that energy. That person's that person, because I feel like that's a literal person. This is somebody who's very creative, though, and puts out a lot of energy to you that you can pick up on, but they don't take it anywhere and really make something of it. This is up to you to decide, like, wait a minute, what do I want from this? What do I really want to happen here? There's this house, and they're doing this, and they're doing that. They're leaving messes behind. But this is a place where I'm noticing the basement has a lot of opportunities for advancement. We actually could renovate this a little bit and have a little home theater here, and then we could have parties here. That would be really cool. And then there's that space in the back with that old pool. We could actually fix that, clean that up, and like you're seeing different possibilities. The thing is, if you just keep going through, oh, we could have a home theater in the basement. Oh, we could fix the backyard up and fix that pool and make a real nice place to have parties there. If you just keep going through possibilities and finding the next possibility, going, oh, the attic, oh, there's something I could do with the attic, oh, this spot outside over here, well, we could do that, oh, this, if you just keep going through possibilities and don't make something happen, you're just going to be kind of in the same boat as this other person. That's not for you either, is what I'm getting. You want to actually enjoy something, so we got to move forward on it. They're not saying you have to move forward very quickly, but they're saying be careful. Choose a direction. And then, like, for example, if you're like, I'm going to go with the basement and the theater, center your energy on the basement, and you can keep looking at avenues and possibilities in the basement and keep changing your direction there, but keep moving forward. Like, okay, first thing we need to do before we do anything else with the basement, we have to clean it up. So clean up the basement, then reevaluate what you want to do next, and then take your next step to make something else happen, and then look at your different possibilities after you've made that happen. Who knows? You may start out wanting to make a theater, and maybe you're going to make like something else. Maybe you're going to make a game room instead of a theater, or who knows what. Or maybe like I don't know. Who knows what you could do down there? You might keep having possibilities, the thing, but you got to keep moving forward step by step. Whittle it down, move forward, and stick to it. Stick to what you want to happen. Make that happen. Because you have an opportunity here. There's good things. You got a face down card. This seems to be a moment where you could really make a lot of things happen. I feel like they're also saying, in case I'm not interpreting it right or not saying it plainly enough, give yourself short-term goals. So like, I know this other person seems to be doing that, but they're falling through. Give yourself short-term goals like, all right, I've decided the basement, for example. I'm going to work with the basement. First step, I'm going to clean up the basement. Okay, so there's your first short-term goal, cleaning up the basement. And then if you want to think of another possibility, think of other possibilities, but then give yourself another short-term goal. Well, we're going to clean out this area. We're going to take down these walls. So first we cleaned it. Now we're going to take down some of these walls. I've already decided those are definitely going to go. So that's your second short-term goal. Once that's done, if you want to reevaluate again and brainstorm a little differently, like, okay, I want to paint these walls, but I want to paint them this way. Paint the walls then, or that's your third short-term goal. And then if you want to reevaluate what you're going to put in there, reevaluate it again. Keep giving yourself short-term goals, but follow through on those short-term goals and reevaluate afterwards. For example, say maybe you get through the basement, you clean up that basement, and you're like, you know what? I thought about it, and now that I've cleaned up the basement and it looks nice, I don't think I want to keep working down there. I've done enough. I want to do something else. I actually am more interested in the pool in the backyard now. So now I'm going to clean up the pool and stuff out back and see what I have to do. So that's now your next short-term goal. You clean all that up, and then maybe you're going to progress there. The thing is, you already have the basement to look back on. Like, you already corrected that and made headway and you made that situation prosperous. Even though you've changed your direction, you're going to go somewhere else. You left something behind you that shows your progress, shows your determination, shows that you moved things forward. So even though maybe you didn't stick with the basement, you still improved it. You still made it better. That's what they're saying with short-term goals. Do this, make things a little better, give yourself short-term goals. Then if you decide to go a different direction or change your mind, you still have something behind you where you can be like, yes, I achieved that, and that was enough. I moved on to something else. Are we good? This other energy, let it do what it wants to do. Okay, how do I put this? I don't think it's against you in any way, because I'm not feeling like this energy is trying to block you or give you any type of hard problems. But meditation with the Queen of Cups, especially when they seem to be like she's facing the meditation, like she's more caught up in thought at this point. She's more like dreaming. She is water. It reminds me of Pisces for some reason. Like, I don't usually connect the Queen, but yeah, the Queen could be Pisces. I just don't feel like action's really happening. I feel like it's more thought. I feel like things are a little scattered. I also feel like this situation needs to go off on its own and do something else. It seems to be in a weird state, like stasis. Like there's something else coming forward for this person. This is coming later. The fact that they're not progressing may be right for them, but I feel like they're going to go somewhere else later. I feel like there's a change coming up with this person. So what's going on in their life, leave them to it. I don't feel like good, bad, or indifferent about it. I just feel like they're saying there's a big change coming for that person, and the opportunity is going to come forward when it's necessary. They're going to be taken care of. Their path and your path, different paths. Just do what you need to do, center on what you want done. Leave them to do what they want to do. They're scattered, but there might be a reason for that. That's its own ball of wax. Take that as an incentive for you to create what you want and do those short-term goals, except it's almost very similar to this person, kind of like if you were going to like start cleaning up the kitchen and you were going to start with the junk drawer. Make that your short-term goal, though. I'm going to take out everything, organize it, and put it back so that way it's literally taken care of. Even if that's all I do in the kitchen, that's still a great help to somebody who opens that drawer and goes, oh, look, everything's organized. I know where everything is now. And we got rid of the junk. There's not a lot of, like, I threw out a lot of stuff, so there's not a lot of just clutter in here anymore. So you want to take it like a step further than them. And I feel like you're going to be a lot happier. You don't want to get stuck in this pattern. Because I think that's the addiction thing here, too. I don't know if we hit addiction here. I think we did. Yes, we did. You might get caught up in their energy and just start doing the short-term abandonment goal where you open up the drawer, take out half of it, leave it on the counter, and walk away. You don't want to get caught up in that energy. If you start a short-term goal, finish your short-term goal. But that's, again, with the thing, like, I feel like this person also gets overwhelmed. They're like, I'm going to do the whole kitchen. They start with that first drawer, then they just walk away because they get burnt out. Meanwhile, if they just finished that one drawer, it would have been helpful. It would have been a good thing. It would have shown some progress. It would have been some literal progress. Don't get caught up in their bad pattern. I think we're there. Okay. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you'd like the donation information, that's below as well. Thank you for watching, and you have a good day.